Hi there, welcome. We are here in the 1812 Wickham House, and for today's Collections Connection, I am going to be talking a little bit about this early 1800s sewing table or workstand. We're here in the parlor, which would have been a more female-dominated space in the Wickham home. So a space where Elizabeth Wickham and her daughters might have had tea, practiced music, or worked on sewing projects like the sampler that you see on the stand here. This is a very handy piece of furniture. It was only really developed in the late 18th century. So before that, women probably would have been keeping their sewing projects in little bags or baskets. But towards the late 1700s, very specialized furniture like this piece started to be developed. As you can see, it has this hinged top to it, so it could have been tucked away and used as a normal table. But inside you have compartments for different thread, and then this very handy pocket here to maybe put in works in progress or various scraps. And you saw a lot of that kind of furniture emerging in this era. So you had more specialized card tables, things for different leisure activities within the home. And this was also a moment when furniture became a lot lighter and more portable. So you see the kind of domestic environment changing a little bit, particularly for elites like the Wickhams. So this particular table was manufactured by a New York cabinet maker in the early 1800s. And we have reason to believe that it was actually owned by the Wickhams and as part of their original collection. And on top here you see an example of something that the Wickham daughters might have been working on. So a little sampler that serves as an example or a document of having mastered this essential sort of domestic feminine skill of needlework. Attitudes about female education were changing somewhat. The idea of Republican motherhood asserted that it was a distinct female responsibility to educate young children in patriotism and citizenship. And this had some effect on attitudes about how young women should be educated. For instance, in Richmond in this era, there were a number of female academies that started to be founded, though we don't really have any evidence that the Wickham daughters were sent to any of those schools. So likely their education would have consisted of music, learning languages, and then working on domestic skills like this one. For more Richmond history, please come visit us here at the Valentine and look out for more videos soon.